think there's something inherently naughty about giving someone an axe. They take it and they're like, well, is this for me? Like, should I throw this? Is that allowed? And once they get over that, it just breaks down the barriers and they cannot get enough of that. Ooh. But it's that point where you get that thunk where the axe hits the target and you're just like, ah, oh, yes. So urban axe throwing has pretty much come over from the US and Canada, where they've got a lot more space than us. I think it's been fueled mostly by the guy out of Game of Thrones, Jason Momoa, who is making his own axes and been a bit of an ambassador for the sport. We've brought it to Scotland and we hope to make this our home here in Edinburgh. So I used to be an event producer and I fortuitously went axe throwing at a place down south and just loved it, thought it was great, and just thought with my sort of skill set that I could put my own spin on it. Stevie and I met through a mutual friend. Actually lived in the same town, 2 streets apart, since childhood, and never met each other. And then only when we moved to London, about 25 years later, did we meet. So Stevie was working in London for Macmillan Cancer Support, and then she sort of took on a kind of freelance role, and slowly I've been sort of pulling her closer and closer into the business, and now we're running it as a team, and yeah, it's just become so exciting. Neither of us can leave it alone. My dad's actually from Scotland, so I used to spend loads of time up here as a kid. So I actually moved here from down south about 6 months ago, and Edinburgh was like my spot. This is where I wanted to do it. Our long-term goal is to have a permanent venue right here in Edinburgh. That's the dream. But we want to go over to Glasgow next. Take pretty much this model over to Glasgow and see what the response is like there. And then once that's sort of wrapped up, who knows? Wherever the path takes us, I think. We want to spread the axe throwing word and sort of take it to the masses. We'd like it to become like the new 10-pin bowling. I think they've got a really difficult job. I wouldn't envy having to sort of choose that. And I think with things like the council, obviously these big chains, they've got the money to go anywhere they like. So money is the biggest barrier to small businesses, so it's always going to be easier for large businesses to open up. I personally have been working with the Business Gateway, which is a service provided by Edinburgh Council, which has been absolutely fantastic, and I can't thank them enough for the effort that they've put in to get me where I am now. But yeah, I think it's a very difficult time, but also there's a lot of schemes out there that will help small businesses. You've just really got to dig and try and find out what they are. So as you can imagine, as soon as you say axe throwing, usually people don't take any notice the first time because they think they misheard you. Second time, they're like, you did say axe throwing. In terms of insurance, it's pretty difficult to find an insurer that's going to take you on board. Quite a lot of people don't understand how it happens. So again, really hard to get a policy, and equally trying to put on an event with the public. think because the Valentine's Day event is such an unusual one, people are interested. So, as we said earlier, it's a bit more memorable perhaps than going to just a restaurant. So I think word of mouth has been a massive benefit to us. But we also hit the mean streets with posters and flyers in a very traditional format, which also I think has paid dividends. We've got some guys in the cages at the moment who landed here from Germany at about 4:30, went on Facebook, saw the event, got in a cab, drove straight over here, booked 2 tickets, and they've just finished their session. We love a twist, so if we can get a twist in there we will, but what we're trying to do really is represent a scaled down model of what we want to do for our flagship venue. So we've got axes, pizza, cocktails, and we want people to come in and have a really great time. You know, it's about getting groups together to do something a bit energetic, something you want to talk about, and then having the opportunity to sit down, eat some great food, and drink some great drinks. And that's what we want to do.